Can you talk to the audience tonight about the importance of holding even through tumultuous times and how that gives you the wealth that we really want, even though trading may be looked at as an alternative to getting wealthy? Can you stress the importance of how important it is for us to hold for a 5 or 10-year period?
Yeah, listen, there are some investments that you want to hold for a long period of time because it's really hard to be a great market timer. And let's do this math. Let's assume you made $10,000 when Bitcoin went up to 25,000 and you sold it.
Mm-hmm.
And then it came down to 17,000 and you bought it back. Well, you're paying the tax on that first piece.
Yeah.
And depending on where you live and what state, it's anywhere between 25 and 50% tax is you're going to end up paying. If it's short term or long term, it changes. So all those profits get cut in half. And then you let's say you buy it at the right level again and you ride it up and you sell it. You got to pay tax again. And if you miss buying it the next time, you might never buy it again.
Yeah.
And so, again, there are some things, and I would say in crypto, a lot of the shit coins, you bought them, they rode up real fast. I always say, take your money and never go back and kiss that girlfriend again.
It's good advice.
You got lucky in Shiba Inu or some other meme coin. Take your profits and never go back and that thing again. Right? Because that's a little bit of just being lucky and at the right place at the right time and having somebody, the core assets in crypto, which would really be at this point, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana.
Solana, yeah.
You want to hold those. Solana, I don't know if it will, but I could see Solana going from 210, 250, the old high. And next thing you know, we're going to be talking 800. And you'll be like, why? Well, because people are going to say, well, why shouldn't Solana be the same as Ethereum? And institutions want to do more than just buy Bitcoin. And so I would focus on those three as holds. And if you want to trade and be careful with all the chatter on Twitter or on podcast of, oh, I got the new hot coin. You can go in and make some money on those things. But I was looking back on I've been doing really crypto since 2013, but really since 2016, where all the new coins came out. There is not one sale I have made outside of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. Besides Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana, if you're going to do any other tokens, I would kind of say Uniswap and Aave would be the next couple. But broadly, when you start going down the line with, I don't care if it's a Polkadot or an Avalanche or you name it, a meme coin, they have their moments.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very hard for them to sustain a community because while the community's got a vested interest to bring more people in, they need a narrative and they need something that's starting to work. And we just don't have enough of that in crypto. And so what you see is something like Cardano was really exciting a few years back, and every year it's less exciting.
Yeah.
And so if you look at Bitcoin versus Cardano, you look like a fool for having lugged your Cardano bags, right? Yeah. If you had sold that and bought Bitcoin, take your loss and move it into Bitcoin, you made a lot of money. And so I would always use in crypto, Bitcoin as home base. And you want to kind of, the more sats you can stack, the more Bitcoin you can own over time. I really do believe, unless the government has it a wild about face, not just ours, but globally, Bitcoin prices are going to be a lot higher 5 years from now. And so your trading profits you should then store in Bitcoin, but you should leave your Bitcoin alone.
Yeah. What do you think in 3 years? 300,000, 250?
Yeah, listen, a lot depends. If Trump does what Trump always does, which is spend, and borrow, we're going to be at 250, 300.
Yeah.
If there's a miracle and Elon Musk comes in and says, we need to fix this deficit, we need to cut government spending, there's a miracle and economy starts growing at 6% a year, 5% a year, and we bring the deficit down, Bitcoin's going to go up a lot slower, and it might even go down a little bit.
When we talk, okay.
But again, if you look like what someone's done in the past, and this is both Democrats and Republicans, they're getting elected by being populists. Populists promise the world to citizens. And what's complicated about the world right now is, like, this election that Harris lost was the first time in 140 years that every major incumbent party, every major party that was in power in the globe lost in the same year, right? In Japan, in India, they all had a setback. In France, in
Mexico,
the UK, in Germany, right? People around the world are saying, we don't like the way the country is going, our country. And we said that in the US, 70% of people that left the polls said they weren't happy with the way the country is going. And so Harris had a big uphill battle, like Trump will have one now. And so people are trying to give more benefits, more tax cuts to the broad masses. And even with that, it's not helping. So it's a very complicated boat to navigate through the swamp here. And we'll see how they do. I'm praying they do well.